interest-free banking developments, and I would like to invite Mesfin Bezu Yimam, who is the Chief Interest-Free Banking Officer at Dashen Bank.
There is this, I don't know if it is a misunderstanding or you can call it in any way, but we call it here interest-free banking. Is there a free lunch? This is the most frequent question which I receive from individuals. How do a bank survive as providing, you can call it equivalently loan without any charge, without any interest? So keeping that point into your mind, what are the product offerings of interest-free banking? Particularly, I want you to focus on those products that have addressed the issue of, finance access and so on, compared to those products which we find in the conventional scheme.
Thank you very much, Mukamil. It's a very important question that we should address. I will try to address is within the limited time that you gave us. Yes, interest-free banking, or as we call it differently in various jurisdictions, and as Peter has said, I love the idea of naming it, and I think National Bank of Ethiopia is also adopting it. A Sharia-compliant finance is a good name. After all, it's a business. It's a business that's after profits. The only difference it has from the conventional part is it has its own additional layers of principles that it should adhere, especially given the Sharia foundations that gives its ethical and jurisprudential foundations. That adds to the conventional business. I cannot say entirely new, but additional requirement in terms of fairness, transparency, and justice. So it's a business model. We are after profits. Before I address to the specific question with regard to Ethiopian banking, with regards to product portfolio and diversification, I think we should look at the global context, because Ethiopia's interest-free banking has been here for more than 10 years, and if you cannot compare it with the global practice and current status, we cannot appreciate how far we have come, despite all the challenges that we have, be it at the regulator or industry side. Globally, the interest-free banking or Islamic banking industry, in terms of product diversification, has shown tremendous, growth and growth in terms of both product types, asset side and liability side as well. So originally, especially on the asset side, Murabaha was dominating it, largely, as is the case in Ethiopia. 60 to 70% of the global portfolio falls under Murabaha, that is cost plus markup financing. But they have moved to other models like equity-based model, lease model, and others, and they have created so many digital platforms so that they cater to the wider population. In terms of the liability side, initially it was cost-free loan, deposits like Qard, Wadia, but they have also expanded to profit sharing investment and deposit accounts like Mudarawa, Wakala, and other type of products. When it comes to the Ethiopian context, much is not different from the initial stage of the global phenomenon. Currently, if you take the asset sides, yes, Muraba dominates largely, more than 90% of the product portfolio lies on Muraba. This is not unique to Ethiopian sector, because Muraba is very much simple for conventional bankers, easy to adopt, easy to educate customers, and easy for implementation. It aligns with so many legal requirements of countries. So Muraba dominates, but banks are trying to expand it, and we also give Kardalasan and Ijara, but I think there is no attempt to diversify it into equity-based products. On the liability side, still the Wadia and Qard cost-free deposits dominate the market. Mudaraba, I can confidently say that it is lower than 3% of the total 230 billion bird deposits that so far banks at conventional windows and full-fledged banks have so far mobilized. So the question comes, I think Fraser can add on that, the National Bank of Ethiopia has not put any restriction on product offering. It had made it clear to all banks that there is no limitation. So the question comes, why are not banks able to roll out all these products that we know that are on the shelf in other parts of the world? I want to also commend the National Bank of Ethiopia for their effort to take precautionary measure and expand it through time to make enabling environment level playing ground for Islamic banks and other financial institutions to play in this sector. But I must also admit that other ministerial institutions have not followed suit. The National Bank of Ethiopia have given us the floor to play, but still others should follow suit, because banks, yes, they have limitations. I will come, if I have time, later on why they failed to roll out so many products. But there is no restriction from the NDB side, but institutions like the Ministry of Finance, Revenue, and others, ministerial officers should follow suit to create enabling ground, because the experience that we learn from other countries is that this product diversification has expanded significantly because of enabling environment and the market demand, and as well as institutional capacity of individual institutions. So what are the constraints? It's obvious. There is no restriction from the NDB side, but we as a players should sit together with NDB, the tax authority, and other relevant bodies to sit together and create enabling environment. When I come to specific developments, yes, there are so many banks here in Ethiopia that have tried to roll out digital products that have been mentioned earlier and try to cater to the wider public, right? So, going forward, yes, we have the very important question you have asked to my colleague Malika. This is my personal opinion. As a bank, we have, as a country, we have done a very good job, because this 25 million accounts, 230 billion deposit, more than 150 billion in financing is not something that easy to achieve, but still there is a lot to be done by all stakeholders to diversify our product portfolio and unlock the potential of interest-free banking in Ethiopia. We have heard the good news from our colleague, from the National Bank of Ethiopia, Mr. Fraser, that a set of regulations will be rolled out in the near future, but I still maintain my previous statement that others should follow suit, and I think National Bank of Ethiopia will take the leading role in this regard. Thank you very much.